Hey, I'm Sally Fitzgibbons and I'm surfing for Australia. An average 12 months, touring, the pace of it, it's constant. You know, I feel like you're just in this whirlwind of pack, unpack, pack 3 suitcases for events coming up. You don't have time. You're thinking boards are going in and out for particular waves. But for the average person looking in, they're like, whoa, they're just cruising, traveling the world, surfing. So we must make it look pretty calm. And then internally, it's kind of all going you're in the fast lane. I guess now, we're in this COVID kind of pause phase, and you just go, whoa, I move pretty fast. For me, the whole COVID experience was wild. I feel like every few times a week you'd have this check-in with yourself, I feel a bit anxious. Is this crazy? And then you go, oh yeah, it is. I've never seen this in my lifetime. And it's that moment where I really learned to polish the ordinary. That the ordinary is epic. I love my running. For me, running was more suited to my personality and my drive of that there's a start line and a finish line and everything in between kind of makes sense. You're training, you do it and you push yourself, and it's really hard, but it's really rewarding because you kind of see the result in these PBs or going to the Youth Olympics to get some gold medals there. To be able to kind of rise all the way to that top tier and have the opportunity to run against some of the world's best it was special. Obviously, the very influential moment at the 2000 Olympics was in Sydney. I was fortunate enough to be in the stadium when Cathy Freeman won the gold medal for the 400 meters, and I think to be there and feel the crowd and feel the stadium rumble, and that was a significant moment in Australian sport history. Everyone's like, oh no, the Olympic Games aren't on. And I'm like, well, it's just, the party's still gonna happen, just not right now. And so it does, it gives you this breathing space, this room to kind of figure out in your surfing and your performance. I've been around quite a while now. So it's to show up again and think that the sport doesn't move or the performance level doesn't elevate would be quite kind of ignorant in a sense. The greats of the game have always been willing to evolve and kept that beginner's mindset and youthfulness. So even in this COVID time, I sort of peeled back and gone what can't I do on my board and yet to experience? For me, my heart kind of lies in progression at the moment and pushing, to go to the air. I've always kind of, in a sense, wanted to fly instead of going out and training and, performing everything. And there's this kind of perfection element or bow wrapped around it. It's been the complete opposite in a time like COVID. It's rarely making a move because the ones I'm trying I can't do yet. So there's been about 1,000 face plants, a lot of ice packs, but I feel like I'm slowly chipping away. To come back to an event like an ISA World Games or a World Tour event or even forecasting to the Olympics, I really just feel as though it'll be just this almighty celebration that, wow, what we do is special. We are fortunate enough to do it. I think everyone will be on board to have that real positive energy to kickstart everything. And then hopefully that gratitude continues on of whoa, remember 2020? Every time you think you're having a tough year or a tough moment, it'll be remember that year, and I think it'll put everything into perspective.